Aaron, this is my cameraman, Daniel. Can I just ask you just two short questions, sir? Just a moment of your time? All right, no problem.
You don't have hair. This is an issue.
It's all good.
I don't wish it on you. But yeah, let's go.
Okay, perfect. Hello, this is Kit Cabell, one of the co-founders of Veracity In Defiance, and I'm here with Tim Black, one of the fellow progressives, here at the Bernie Sanders, rally at the DNC convention in Philadelphia. All right, what are your thoughts on Bernie Sanders' speech last night to the Democratic Committee, or to the Democratic Convention last night?
I think it was a horrible speech. I didn't like it. Look, he took his time getting to it, but when he got to it, it was very unfortunate what he said, okay? I'm not going to take that away from it. That's the truth. I don't agree with it, but it's never been just about Bernie Sanders for me. What I think about the speech, I never would have gave that speech, but I'm not Bernie Sanders.
All right, obviously, it seems that the Democratic Party, or the Democratic establishment, doesn't seem to really understand what's going on out here. Do you think the Democratic Party is able to grasp the voters?
They live in a bubble. They live in a bubble. Back in, I think it was the 90s, was a movie called The Bubble Boy. He lived in a bubble. That's the Democratic Party. They don't know what's going on. That's because they're run by the establishment, who are rich. Rich people don't know what poor people go through. This is not about race. This is about people living in situations that are horrible. We got seniors cutting in half their medications. We got college students unable to get from under debt. This is about us not getting what we need, and what we need right now is a revolution.
All right, it's obviously that a Trump administration, it's misogynist, it's racist, and a whole bunch of other things that he flip-flops on. We don't know where Donald Trump stands on a lot of issues because he always goes back and forth on issues. But what concerns you about a Clinton administration, a potential Clinton administration?
Say everything you just said, but say it to Clinton, because this all applies to her. She flip-flops on everything, too. But you know what's worse about Clinton than Trump? She actually took us to war. Trump never took us to war. She actually was a part of mass incarceration, which locked up more black people than any other president, including Reagan. She also went around the country selling fracking. Okay, so when we talk about Hillary and Trump, we're talking about one person who talks bad things, another person who done bad things. All right, they're both bad, don't get me wrong. But a vote for the lesser evil is still a vote for evil.
All right, now obviously money in politics is corrupting our democracy, and obviously there must be a constitutional convention to get money out of politics, or something to get done to reverse Citizens United. Of the candidates, including the independents, Gary Johnson, and Green Party, Jill Stein, which candidate has the best potential to really take care of Citizens United and get money out of politics?
I love that question, man. Thank you for asking me. None other than Dr. Jill Stein. She doesn't take super PACs, just like Bernie Sanders. That's one of the reasons. See, people think we were behind Bernie because of personality. Like, oh, he's just a great guy. We want to be behind him. We're behind Bernie Sanders because of the policies he stood for. We stand by those policies, and that's Dr. Jill Stein. Whenever I talk to a delegate, and believe me, a lot of them are coming up saying, hey, I'm running. We need help from the Bernie Sanders supporters. I ask them one question. What do you think about Citizens United? Because that answer to that question says it all. If you take money, if you don't believe in getting money out of politics, there is no conversation to be had. I don't trust you. That means you can be brought.
What do you think Dr. Jill Stein's first, if she was given the honor of being president of the United States, how do you think Dr. Jill Stein would actually combat Citizens United, and in what way? Because there's only so much power the office of the president can do.
Understood, but see, we already had it out, brother. It's just they went back on it. The DNC, they went back on it. Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Obama had made the way for us to get rid of Citizens United. They had that overturned. I believe that Dr. Jill Stein will do whatever she needs to do to get it out. She's already walking the walk the same way Bernie Sanders is. Didn't take any of the money. That's the first sign. What we do, not what we say, what we do.
All right, obviously. Now, what's your opinion? This will be the last question. What's your opinion of Debbie Wasserman Schultz stepping down and being given an honorary position as co-chair of the Clinton campaign? Does this once again prove that the DNC is still in cahoots with the Clinton campaign throughout, from going from the primary up until now? I
love this question, man. Excuse me. You mind being on camera for a second? Sure. Real quick. Do you know anybody who's out of work right now? Anyone out of work looking for a job? You know anybody?
Many people.
How many of those people wish the same day they lost their job they could have got a new job?
Oh, people want to work.
Right. So we want the same thing for all Americans, the same thing Debbie Wasserman got. She resigned one day, and that same day, within 24 hours, she had a new and better job. Right. In fact, we believe the job that Debbie has now is the job she should have had all along. She should have been working for Clinton, not for the DNC, because she was working for Clinton and not the DNC. You understand what I'm saying?
Now, Tim Black, obviously there's a lot we want to say to the superdelegates and the delegates, because tonight they're going to be voting for who the Democratic nominee is. If you had a chance to speak on that stage to all the superdelegates and the regular delegates, both Bernie Sanders and Clinton delegates, what would you say to them?
I would say this is our fight. It's got to happen now. We must stand up now. There's no tomorrow without this. Make sure that after this is said and done, you can look yourself in the mirror and know you did the right thing. Stand up for your beliefs and your ethics. Do not succumb to fear. Do it.
And do you think the superdelegates and the delegates have the foresight to realize that Clinton is losing against Donald Trump in the polling data? Do you think that they will actually vote for Bernie Sanders tonight, or do you think that's just a far-fetched dream?
I think they just need to watch. They need to read. They need to read. I don't know if they're sequestered. They can't get the email. They can't get the Google. They don't know the.
Well, they're trying to do net. They're trying to do net neutrality. They're trying to silence us.
The thing is, they don't know how to do a Google search. Listen, man, Trump got a 10-point bump. He was already up by 5 points in some states, swing states. Now he's up 10 to 15 points. Hillary will not get a bump coming out of this convention without us. I'm sorry.
And she doesn't have the independent vote at all, I assume.
Does not have the independent vote at all. Hillary is going down. Jill Stein, Bernie Sanders supporters will go her way, and so will the independents, I believe.
Thank you so much. This is Kid Cabello, one of the co-founders of Veracity In Defiance. Here was Tim Black. Thank you so much for your time.
Hey guys, let me tell you where to go. Go to TimBlackTV.com and catch my show, Tim Black Show, 2 times a day, noon and at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call in and let your voice be heard. You hear me?
Oh, no problem. Absolutely.
Last thing, don't let nobody take your cornbread.
Absolutely. Never let that happen.
Never.
Peace. This is Kid Cabello again from Veracity In Defiance signing out.